pile around. Let me save the video.
You're not. You're taking that.
So my paperwork is
My cheat sheet.
I gotta remember people on our team. And that one guy, yeah.
Yeah, the talent.
Yeah, it's Italian.
Is he the one that's like 15?
No, he's not that young. There's another guy. He could play though. He's
Really?
a lefty.
Really?
I've never seen higher pop flies than this guy.
Why do you think we all can't hit? Like, I see people hit the ball. Is it like
Because
the timing?
17 guys on our team just don't play softball.
No, but there's some decent sized guys that we still can't hit the ball very far. That's what I don't
speed.
understand. It's bat speed?
Yeah, it's bat speed and
Well, not when you're missing. You can hit it with a slow bat. You just can't.
but you're not hitting it hard. I
You
mean,
need to play
gotta-
more. It'll come. We'll have our batting average up over 250.
Yeah, there are times, especially when it's cold, I'll notice there are times our team looks so old.
Yeah.
When it's, it's 40 degrees.
Compared to everybody else out there?
Yeah, compared to other.
I think there's other teams that do a lot more conditioning work than we do.
I suspect
Well, they're
you're
younger.
right.
Yeah. Well, not all of them. There's some of the older guys that are just better shape.
Some of those teams are out there, they're out there early in the spring.
Right.
They're actually
Stretching
working
out and the whole
Well,
bit.
some
Right?
of the double
yeah.
A teams, I saw more with double A teams, and they were out there consistently.
Even teams we
They
played
did
against.
like Little League.
Yeah,
these
sure.
guys are out there 3 or 4 times.
Right.
See teams we played against. Those guys were our age and in much better shape. That's all there was to it.
We're trying
We
to say
didn't play
fat.
anybody our age.
Young, well, roughly our age, a little bit younger, probably. A lot younger in some cases.
Okay. All right. Everyone got your talking points?
I think so.
Okay.
He's gonna spin the thing around.
Yeah, you're gonna spin it. So whoever starts talking,
Colt.
it's gonna go. It's gonna go. So if Dave starts talking, it's gonna come back. Okay. All right. Welcome to the first annual Nutz Roundtable, where the Nutz talk about the franchise. I have the pleasure of introducing you the manager and general manager of the CD's Nutz.
Hi. Rick Woolley.
And the Dodgeball general manager, Dave Dodgeballs.
Dave Dodgeballs.
And Mike.
Nick Basketball.
And I'm your host, Tree. So let's just start off the subject and talk about our records generally. Where do you guys think the teams are going to go as a franchise, and do you think we're going to get any better players? Rick?
I don't think we're getting any better, and I can't imagine anyone wanting to play with us next year.
Dave?
We have to get younger just to field the team.
Mike?
Yeah, we can't get younger because you have to be at least 35. So we're screwed. Yeah.
What about the possibility of going into the 40 and over league? Do you think we have any potential there? Rick?
I'd be embarrassed to do that.
Dave?
I want to start now. How about the 50 and over league?
If
Basketballs?
if there's a 40 and over league, we're signing up tomorrow. Yeah, it's a done deal.
Dodgeballs? Do you think that's anything possible?
Yeah, I do. I think that's very possible. And they should start a league just for us.
6 foot and under, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's start with you, Dave. Dodgeballs. Stats this year. How do you think you guys did in the dodgeball league stat-wise? I mean, for each throw, do you think they were throwing hit ratio, 2 to 1?
No,
1 to 2?
nowhere near. About 1 to 5. It's that's not one of our strengths, Tree. Just not one of our strengths. We have a hard time catching it as well.
Rick, CD Nutz? What was their stats this year? What were we looking at batting?
I think as a team, I think if our average was anywhere over the Mendoza line, we would be shocked to know that.
Basketball, where's the percentage there?
Win percentage was about 400. But, that doesn't matter because we all make the playoffs and you got to play everybody. So.
Bait or softball?
Softball. Looks like some of the guys had a pretty good year.
No, we're talking nuts. We're not. We're talking nuts.
We're
not
talking
CDs
in
nuts.
general. Yeah,
We're talking- what do you
actually, year over year stats were a little disappointing. We had close to 50 less hits, about 30 less walks. So overall, our runs were down and wins along with it. So until guys want to start taking a walk here or there, we're going to struggle.
Now let's get down serious. Awards this year. there's a lot of candidates out there for best looking this year. Mike, off the basketball team, who do you think are two potentials?
Hunt and Davenport are hotties.
Dave? Dodgeball? Softball?
Dodgeball, you have to go with Reagan and Kinger, I think.
Well, I think Kinger's eliminated. He's already won.
Oh, that's right.
Rick, what do you think on the CD's Nutz? Who's good looking? Who's got the gams? Who's got the legs?
Redpath's got a bad leg, but he's a handsome man.
Say it, yeah.
Chris Redpath.
You can say that again.
And Chris Redpath's a handsome man.
And we will.
Slow but handsome, is that? Can I just give you a stat? Darren Davenport, okay? It sounds great if he makes 60% of our points, right?
Right.
But when you think we only score 40 points a game, that's only 24 points a game. What's the big deal? You know what? If he would pass to me half the time, I would probably score twice as many points. Now, the team would not score any more points, but I'd be looking better.
He's not that tall either.
Exactly.
And he uses a lot of bungee cords. It's really bothers me. It's an inside joke. Those CD's Nuts. I've been at a few of those games, and I just want to say I was darn right, embarrassed. Where were the wives? There were no babes there at all. It was just me. Sure, the guys kept whistling, but, it gets a little old,
When your children won't show up to watch your dad play. Just get a second. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Kathy, yourself. Dave, what? We had 15 fans this year, and we had like 7 repeat. Where was your wife?
Never there.
Exactly.
Never there.
The kid was there. The kid was there.
I don't think
Supported the team.
We didn't have any dogs either.
He didn't even watch. He went off, played.
He did. And I think he lost your son's bat as well. So
yeah,
there we
I'll
go.
talk to you about that later. Yeah. What about you? Basketball. What? Your family shows up for the playoffs? Doesn't tell anyone else they're going?
Tell you what, we had one game where the wives showed up. It was a playoff game, and when the game was over, they actually turned to us and said, "Did you win?"
Well, I think that really sums up the evening. 2011 looks pretty much like it did this year. Pretty half-heartedly attended. Wouldn't you agree, Rick?
Yeah.
Any last thoughts?
We'll get him next year.
Future.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, I think some future nut opportunities. We got to look at a soccer team. I mean, we have Tony Lopez just waiting for us to get going with soccer.
Not a sport.
Not a sport. Yeah, well, you can argue that.
I'm all in for the football league, the football watching league.
Watching.
Yes, watching.
Watching league. I'm in for men's badminton. I think badminton would be a great sport this 2011. Rick, you, any sport? Anything?
I'm really not. This has been a tough year, and I'd just like to just also say that I was not at a lot of our games, so I really can't be held responsible for what's going on.
So what you're saying is,
As the manager
and GM, you're not responsible because you weren't there.
I'm just saying that there is plenty of blame to go around. I did the best I could with what I had. I mean, I can't make people not come to the games. If they're going to show up, they got to play, and that's it's not my fault. There was a lot of other people we can blame.
Last thought, Steve?
Bowling. I think definitely bowling.
Last thought, Mike?
Yeah, I just want you to know, Tree, that you not being there this year, none of the guys, none of the guys other than a small handful thought that it had anything to do with us making it to the championship. Almost none of them.
I don't understand what you just said. What did you just say?
You weren't there. They went to the championship game.
I got that. I didn't understand why he was saying that. I just want to say thank you very much, and good night.
Good night.
How does that thing